There's just no way you can look at the success of the city of Denison and not point it to Main Street. They make it look easy. It wasn't easy.
In 1988, the Union Pacific bought out the Katy Railroad, and they took 300 jobs from Denison overnight.
And then the Perrin Air Force Base closed, and we saw a tremendous loss of jobs. And so all of those impacted downtown. And then in the 80s, we had more buildings that were closed than we had buildings that were open. But we never lost sight of the fact that Main Street was the heart of our city.
In 2016, we hired a consultant to develop our streetscape plan.
A streetscape, a revitalization to our downtown that would make people want to come here. We wanted business owners to anticipate that the end result would be worth it, but it would not be painless.
When we're pouring the concrete on our sidewalks, we have to shut down the front of the buildings for a short period of time, but any time without customers is too much time. And we have alley access grants that will allow them to beautify the backs of their building.
They wanted to pay for muralists to come and paint the dumpsters. We wanted to make the alleys, accessible and beautiful as people were walking down.
We've completed phase 1, which is absolutely beautiful. We've just broken ground on phase 2, and we'll have phase 3 to go.
We have the alleys that are being worked on first, and then we'll move to Main Street. So in 2025, we'll have the 300 and 400 blocks of Main.
The vibrancy of a downtown does not just happen. You have to have someone who is directing that. And we have that in our Main Street director, Donna Dow.
They've removed the slipcovers, so now you see the historic buildings, you see the character-defining features.
We went down the same route that almost every Main Street goes down. They're going to cover up those old buildings, not knowing and appreciating exactly what they had. So it has taken us 14 years to unveil the beauty of 98 historic buildings.
Most of our buildings are 2 stories tall, and so we now have lofts in downtown Denison, and they're all taken.
It's this wonderful historic fabric that you're driving into, you're driving through.
Anyone that has historic buildings, your greatest nightmare is fire. Our fire happened on October the 9th, 2019. 3 buildings were gone and 3 were damaged. And it was an eye-opener for us because none of these buildings had fire suppression. And so from that experience with the fire came our fire suppression grant. If you build a building on Main Street now, it has to have fire suppression. I remember saying, this will not define us, and it hasn't. In 2019, our Main Street director, Donna Dow, came to me and said that the national conference was opening up reduced registration for civic leaders. I jumped on it. There was a session on there on how to make your business a destination. And I said, we need to send our business owners to this man's boot camp.
It was Main Street Denison Development Alliance that provided grants for the businesses downtown to go to Colorado. We all wanted to be successful. We wanted to create a niche business where people would come.
They're trying to create an environment for people to feel comfortable downtown, to bring their family, that they don't have to spend money to come downtown.
And I think that is part of the Main Street makeover and what the city is doing for the businesses on Main Street, helping us create the community that people want to come to.
If you're not a Main Street organization, what are you waiting for?